of written government in place, a plan to show how government works. So we needed a constitution. Constitution is a written plan to show how the government is going to work. So they wanted this in writing, with the founders signing it, with the representatives, the delegates signing it, to make sure that everybody was represented, everyone had a say, we were able to compromise on some things. Okay, so as a country, as a nation, we are a democracy. And what that means as a democracy is power is given to the people. We vote. The ultimate power is given to the people. So we go out and we vote and we elect our representatives to make the decisions and give us a say in the government. Okay? Now, we also are a republic. And we were set to be a republic. Sometimes you'll hear our government referred to as a democratic republic or a constitutional republic. And what a republic is people elect our representatives. Okay, so we elect people who we feel like their values align to ours to go and represent us. And the great thing about that is if they start making choices that we don't agree with, we can vote them out of office. We can vote someone else in who maybe better represents us. Representatives. Okay. So the people who were at the Constitutional Convention, our founding fathers, they came up with this document that became our Constitution. Make a little scrolly here. A little fancy little scroll. And let's see, here's our Constitution. The Constitution. And our Constitution starts with we the people, and it's written bigger than the other words because they wanted to make sure that it was understood that the people, we the people, are the ones who are in charge. It is not a tyrant like King George. It is the people who are in charge of making the decisions. Even though I might not go down to the Capitol building and represent myself, I vote for someone who can do that for me. Okay? So the big part that we want to remember as fourth graders is part 1. Part 1. Is that the beginning? This is like the introduction. Okay, like when we write our introduction, when we write our essays, our papers, okay? This is called the preamble. The preamble. The preamble, in the preamble, it tells us why we need a government and constitution. So this is the why we need a government and constitution. This is the introduction. And it defines our goals. So it puts forth our goals, defines our goals. Okay, so from the preamble, then we move to part 2. In part 2, we have what's called the articles. The articles tell us how the government will be run. And we're going to be talking more about the how next week. This goes into the 3 branches of our government. And again, we're going to be talking more about the how next week. Okay, so we have the why and the how. Then we go into part 3. Oh, and I forgot to put the articles are in here. So we have, just like how we have our introduction on our body and our closing, kind of same way. Articles are like a body, paragraph in there. Then we have part 3. Part 3 is the amendments. And the amendments were actually missing from the original Constitution. There's a reason for that. Original Constitution. Okay. The amendments allow us to make changes to the Constitution. Okay, and they've given many people rights who didn't have rights. So, and we're going to be talking more about the amendments when we do our next module. So not in this module, but when we get to our next module. So the amendments are changes that are made to the Constitution to give Americans rights. Okay. And the Constitution was written on September 17th, 1787. In Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Here comes Philadelphia again. I'm going to come up here because I'm running out of space. Philadelphia. And I know these are 2 long words. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Is where the Constitution was first written and signed. And the Founding Fathers did sign it, just agreeing to the Constitution and what was written in the Constitution at that time. Okay, if you, I see my flag is in the way. If you would like to learn more about the Constitution, in Gallopade 7.3, and your teacher should have assigned this to you so you can go in and look at this. There is a clickbook that does give us more information about the Constitution. And here's the we the people here. And you can see how in this document, how we the people is written so much bigger, because that was so important, that it was the people, not like a king or a queen or somebody who was telling us what to do. We were making the decisions as the people of the country. to do that. Okay, once you're done looking at the clip book, if you come on over in your social studies card in Canvas, there is a little quiz at 3.23, the Constitution Preamble. Use your notebook, take your time, do your best, and I will see you guys next time. See you later.